Hello, stars. Welcome back to Roam With Me 23. I am Mandy, and we are going to have a love read. Hope everybody's doing well on this bright, beautiful day. We are experiencing a full moon in Aries right now. Although this message is timeless, we are in the fall of 2024, and it got really cold the last few days. Ooh, I hope everybody's staying warm. Anyways, please check the description of this video below so you can see how you can get your very own card reading. My email is in that description. There are also other ways that you can send things and keep me inspired to come back and do these love reads, right? Okay, so let's see what we got. We're going to start with some Lovers Oracle. And stars, if you are new here, you are the collective. You're one of my stars. So we will be reading about you and the person on your mind today. And we're just going to start with some of these oracle messages. We'll see how they apply to the tarot. They could apply to the tarot directly, and they could just have a total different message. The first one that flew out is, I have to let you go to find myself. There's the second one. You've triggered me. So already, this is a couple that is not together. Two came out, so I'm going to take them. And somebody was triggered and had to move on. Maybe they just weren't whole. They couldn't find, they had to go find themselves. I can't promise you anything. Maybe they couldn't promise you anything at that time. I can't stop thinking about you, but you're definitely still on their mind, non-stop. Let's see what else we get. Whoop. Okay. I don't know who I am anymore. So I feel like that probably goes with them first messages there. They didn't know who they were anymore, and they've been triggered by you, and that they had to leave to go find themselves because they couldn't promise you anything. But now they can't stop thinking of you. Or it could be that they just don't know who they are anymore after trying to go out into the world and find themselves. One more. We're going to take that one because it's stopping my hand. Where is it? I cry at night. Aww. Stars, it really looks like this was a sad breakup. We'll have to see what tarot has to say. This could be reading a past energy, but I feel like this is the current. So we have, I don't know who I am anymore. I have to let you go to find myself. You've triggered me, and I can't promise you anything. I can't stop thinking about you, and I cry at night. Ooh. Well, those are the oracle messages. I'm going to move those aside here so we can fit some tarot on this table. Okay. Let's see what tarot has to say. First card we pull is going to be your energy, your present energy that you're sitting in, stars, today. cards we need to see. Show me the cards of my star's energy. Hanged Man. You are looking at things differently. It's also a card of waiting, which sacrifice, hesitation, trying to get your wits about yourself, kind of recalibrating yourself with the new way of thinking. So maybe you have been waiting and hesitating to do something, to take this new look and look at the world differently. This full moon, though, is about shedding things. The full moon, you shed. The new moon brings new in. I feel like if you've been waiting for that new perspective, it's going to be coming. Oop. Your person got 2 cards. The Devil and the Justice in reverse. So this is their energy. That happened yesterday. Like your person's cards just came out before I even called them. Like they're, can't wait to get out. Impatience. But so the Devil talks about bad habits, addictions, bondage, being chained to something. The people in the card are actually chained together. Even though they're loosely chained and they can get out of them, they're still chained together. Because you're only limited by what you believe you're limited, so your limitations is what the Devil talks about. And the Justice in reverse talks about being irresponsible and dishonest and feeling like you haven't been justified or gotten justice. So I would have to say, man, this devilish energy just has a wrap around your person. Maybe they feel like they can't get out of this, these ways that they're chained to is the way I feel, because they feel like it's injustice that they can't get out of this situation. Or it talks about materialism or, even obsessions, just feeling powerless. Aw. And I see that over here in these oracle cards too. Okay, so I feel like that, yes, this is how your person has honestly been feeling. Like maybe they just have been dealt a hand and they keep getting chained to these horrible situations. But I also feel like with the Devil sitting here that maybe they are in victim mode. Okay, let's see what's between you guys presently, what the energy is between you two. Maybe it's that they just keep trying to turn over a new leaf and they can't see it. So therefore they fall into this victim mode. It's just what I felt. I mean, yeah. Okay. What's the present energy between my stars and the person on their mind? Here it is. Fell out there. Ooh, The Seven of Swords is in the present. So, this can also mean strategy, but, I mean, your person has obviously been, it looks like you're feeling powerless. Maybe they're looking for the next strategy, but this is between you two. So your strategy, I feel like, is trying to trying to look at this in a different way. You know, you're trying to get away from this waiting, trying to, move on, really, because of the new perspective. And your person here is just still trying to put together any strategy, I feel like, that would go well for them. But there's so much dishonesty, and twice we have dishonesty on the board here, to the side, which is where your person lies here. But there's that self-esteem as well. So the Seven of Swords also talks about low self-esteem, which, kind of falls into this lying, cheating, stealing, this trickery kind of thing. And over here where it talks about that they just, had to try to find their self, because maybe their self-esteem and the way they felt about their self wasn't getting any better in the situation or in the relationship. Maybe they didn't feel like that they wanted to sink any further in your presence. I don't know. Or but this does talk about strategy. So I feel like today it's talking about everything that it stands for. Trying to find the strategy. All the dishonesty and trickery and lies that have been between you guys. This is in the present. Okay, so that's pretty fitting with you looking at things differently. I feel like you need to shed something, which is probably, well, I don't know, maybe some past hurt in this relationship, or okay, let's see what the past has to say about this. Whoop. Well, that was literally half the deck, so didn't even look at it. Nope, we're gonna keep shuffling. Okay. As I sit here shuffling, I don't know why this came to my mind. If any of you have ever watched Finding Nemo, if you've had kids, you probably have watched Finding Nemo. Dory just is always singing, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And as I sit here shuffling this cards, I'm like, just keep shuffling, just keep shuffling. Like I'm waiting for Spirit to be like, that's the one, stop. Or that's kind of how it is. Okay, back to the read. Show me the past of my stars and their person. There we go. The past is the King of Cups in reverse, so there was lack of emotional intelligence. Maybe there was an age difference. It also talks about there was a lack of control, which I could see because your person here is sitting in this devilish injustice, victimization energy. The King of Cups can be merciless, so maybe there was, we do have the Seven of Swords in the present, but that could also reflect that past, maybe there was some viciousness going on in this relationship, Could have been stuff that you just didn't even know was happening behind your back. Vice versa. Okay, stars? So you know where this story is and where it's going and how it resonates with yours. Shifty dealings, you know. There was some coldness here. When the King of Cups is in reverse, there's just, it's not warm and loving. Ooh, let's see what the future, the possible future looks like. Shows the future for the star, or my stars and their person, the person on their mind. Ooh. The Page of Wands in reverse. This talks about being over the top, theatrical. Also talks about being depressed and distracted. So this relationship is bad news in the future. It would not be stable. It would be superficial. So it would be like somebody's wearing a mask. And that might be actually a repeat of the past, is what I can see here. Okay. Well, let's see what kind of actions your person over here. What their next possible actions might be. What are they doing? What's their next steps? Let's see. For your person here. Sure hope it's something positive. And it is. Oh, did I call that in? Oh, I think that they're going to have, you know, like a little bit of luck, a little bit of success, and somewhere maybe it'll turn, maybe that leaf I was talking about, they just couldn't turn over that new leaf. I feel like that this is it. They got the world for their possible next actions. Everything you have worked for is coming together. So even though all this has happened, all this, like I said, for them, now, and finally, they are starting to see that it's going to come together for them. So all hope is not lost for your person, their stars. However, the future still doesn't show very, it's still showing bad news for you two being together. But the future here only to me, could mean 2 to 6 months in this card read. Maybe. Could mean a year or so, but it's not talking about, I'm not sitting here talking about like, you know, a decade in the future or anything. This is the right here, the right now. The time periods that, in your mind. Okay? So, give it a little, maybe. Who knows what could happen, because things are gonna start working out for them. They're continuing to try to turn over that new leaf. This tells me so. So they're not completely swallowed up by this devil and this injustice and all this stuff that's been happening. They're not letting the, should I say, evil take over their entire being. This talks about they're going to accomplish things. You know, they are going to master their self even. This talks about mastering other things, but I feel like here they're turning over a new leaf and mastering their self, where they just were completely out of control in their own being in the past. Wow, okay. They're optimistic. Maybe they've found a group of people or, you know, or community that's helping them realize even, helping them grow. Let's see what your advice is, stars. Sitting over here in the hanged man energy. You've sacrificed a lot in this waiting, this suspension, but you've got a different perspective on things. Let's see what kind of advice we have for you. The advice is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Whew. Which is telling me that you need to watch out for some group conflict. Watch out for sloppiness. When you see it, you'll recognize it. I feel like that's where this group conflict is going to come in. You're going to see that someone or something in the future just has low quality, low skill. So I really feel like with this new perspective here, this hanged man view, that's what you're being called to look for. Let's see. Present and your advice to go along with it. So this group, you may see somebody not really participating. Maybe they're preoccupied, kind of just there. I don't know. But you'll see it because there'll be sloppiness and lack of skill. I feel like you'll have to communicate this. Like, you're going to have to point this out. So that's your advice. Got my eyes on you. You ever seen somebody do that to you? Got my eyes on you. There you go. All right. Well, that's your tarot. Let's see what's the tea has to say. So let's see some what's the tea. What's the tea? Show us some messages. Now, what's the tea may resonate with some of this. Like I said, it may just give us another message that needed to be seen today. Okay? Okay. What's the tea? Show us what's the tea for my stars today. What's the tea? What's going on in this energy? I'm a poet and didn't know it. Somebody's fishing for comments. That could be your person or this group that your person is part of. You know what? I just realized your person here, remember I said maybe they've gotten a community now or a group that's helping them you know, grow, and then you got a group card as well for your advice. Maybe it's this community or this group. Ooh, I hope that they're not trying to lead your person astray. They already are astray on their own. Oh my goodness. And you pegged it. Oh. Oh. And it causes all this theatrical, dramatic stuff. Oh, wow. Remember I said the future is bad news? I wonder if it has to do with this group. Ah. And that fishing for comments just made me think of that, because I was like, fishing for comments, is that the person or this group? And then it just came to me like, oh, it's this group. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. What's the tea? Show us what's the tea. Queen Rising. Stepping into power, praised, coming up, spotlight. Oh, I feel like that's you in your hanged man position, because you've got new view on things. Yes, I feel like that's you there. Stars. Oh, there it is. And it went to the ground. All right. Happiness hater. Ooh. Look, there's a group of people there. Somebody in this group. What did I tell you? You're going to peg them. You're going to peg this happiness. You're queen. With a new view. Your eyes are open. And you're going to peg them. I'm telling you. If you haven't already, you're going to. It's going to be like an epiphany moment like I just had here. And they're watching. They're trying to... Somebody's fishing for comments. It could be your person that is fishing for comments. But outside of like the group, I feel like they're fishing for comments more in a way of, I need to turn over a good leaf. And I am, you know, needing to be optimistic. Give me something to go on. I feel like more that that's what I feel like this is talking about more. Because they're trying. Look, somebody back here is talking to somebody. Almost looks like they're in therapy session. Oh, okay. Sometimes we can see things that others can't, right? Man. Okay, stars. We're going to pull some Kipper. See what kind of messages Kipper have. And that's number 1. Coffin. Ooh. This is a full moon, and I did start this talking about this is where we're going to be shedding old things. So, you know, it doesn't need to be a literal death of a person or a loved one, whether it's animal, person, or whatever, but it could just be a shedding of an energy. I feel like a death of an energy. Let's see what other messages we have to go along with it. That's it. Imprisonment. And main female. Man. Maybe somebody feels like they've just been imprisoned. Maybe this main female just feels like maybe her heart's been imprisoned and she's putting an end to this feeling, this energy, this whatever it might be. That's what I'm getting from this. She's even got a rose. I mean, it's kind of customary to lay flowers or roses on a coffin, right? So whoever this main female is, I feel like maybe her heart is no longer feeling chained. Or this could also just, you know, be you guys. Remember what I said? Shedding this feeling like you've sacrificed and waiting. You're shedding that energy. Do you see what I mean? You're letting go. And this could very well just be your person here. Oh, sorry. There you go. See, they're chained. Oh, sorry, those two. There you go. They're chained together. Maybe they have ended up getting themselves caught up in something that they just feel like they can't get out of. But they're still trying to turn over a good leaf and see something good. They're very optimistic. There is going to be some successes here for your person. Ooh, okay. I am going to pull. What am I going to pull? I'm going to pull an angel, love angel card. This is a really good deck here. Look how beautiful that is. This is for you and your person, stars. And at the very end, we'll pull one just for you. That one came out, so we're taking it. Practice compassion. Yeah, I feel that in this reading. This is for you. This is for both of you, your person and you, stars. See things from a fresh perspective. That's definitely just reiterating the energy that you're in. And your person definitely is trying to see things from, I mean, they've got the world as their next action, so. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. All right, stars, last card is just for you. Okay, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope this last card gives you some inspiration, maybe some guidance, something to think about. And I hope that you got a good nugget from this card read here today. Maybe it gave you some clarity to go along with your new perspective. So just, you know. Okay. A card for my stars. A card for my stars. There it is. Flew out there. Authenticity. Good card for this read for you, stars. Just for you, stars. Who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. That's amazing. Stay authentic, stay regal, and see you again soon, stars. Bye.